Hello and welcome back to another Explore video. Here with me, Arno Schmidt. We are trying out Is It Ensoul, which has been a deck for a long time. You know, it has been a deck in Standard. It used to make second place in Pro Tour Magic Origins. My goodness, already 7 years ago or something like that. And yet, it has been a little bit around at the beginning of Pioneer. It was certainly something to be afraid of. The combination of Ensoul Artifact and Shrapnel Blast, both from the M15 set, caused some wreckage at the beginning of Pioneer, but then I guess the improvements for the deck stopped. There wasn't really much that you could do to improve the deck, and other decks just got better and more resilient to fighting it, so it just stopped appearing. Yeah, pretty much. So, but in recent times we have gotten some new cards. So we've gotten Gleeful Demolition, which is a very powerful artifact synergy card that we've received in Phyrexia, of course. And this set really has provided some new cards for this archetype with Zoetic Glyph, a very powerful way of ensouling. Sure, Ensoul costing 2 mana, awesome, but 3 mana, and therefore you get the discover free when the permanent, or just when Glyph is put into the graveyard. So the creature could be exiled, could be destroyed, whatever. It just depends. If Glyph goes to the graveyard, then you discover free, which gives you extra value and might find you another Ensoul or what else. So why not, right? Pretty good there. And then we have Spyglass Siren, which I think is one of the best cards out of the new set. Just the pure rate on this thing is amazing. 1 mana, 1/1, make a map. Yeah, it's just phenomenal. And that map will be turned into a powerful punching artifact, that's for sure. And then on top of all of that, we have the Diamond Pickaxe, which gives us another indestructible effect. So what you used to do, you used to like turn 2, equip your Darksteel Citadel with an Ensoul Artifact. Now you can go turn 1 Diamond Pickaxe, then Ensoul Artifact, and boom, hit them for 5 immediately, because with Darksteel Citadel, of course, you were slowed down by a turn because you couldn't attack on turn 2, of course, because you had to tap it for mana. So yeah, that is pretty powerful. And also the equipment is not that bad. I mean, you can just use this as 2 mana, buff one of my smaller creatures, and then, you know, make some treasure tomes. Why not? And yeah, we're surrounding all of that with Voldaren Epicure, of course, Ornithopter. We see those in the Burrow's Convoke deck with Gleeful Demolition, Shrapnel Blast to deal those final 5. Yeah, this deck is dangerous. Like, if you go to 10 life at some points, they might just blast you and you lose 10 life out of, even though you had like the board secured. And then of course Metallic Rebuke also in there. Not sure if you want to play, I think you want to play 4 Blast, that's for sure, but 4 Rebuke might be a bit aggressive because you're putting your artifacts sideways, so this card is less good than it was, for example, in the blue-white artifact control deck with Yorion I showcased a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, I don't know. Like, it is maybe just a 2-off in the main deck, should be in the sideboard, maybe the last 2 copies or something like that is what I'm thinking. But I'm gonna go with the full 4 and then see from there. And yeah, we're playing 21 lands, for Citadel, of course. I guess I could play some Otawara Sokenzan shenanigans. Like, the mana base should be good enough. Yeah, I mean, mana base is a bit iffy for sure, but how often are we gonna Otawara and Sokenzan in this deck? Maybe not that often. Maybe I just leave it like this for now, and then if the mana turns out, like 15 sources for 1-drops is pretty much what you want. I guess we have the Mirrex as a 16th, sort of half a source. How much red do we have? We have 16, 7. Okay. Yeah, no, this seems fine. All right. Still doing some thinking in between. Yeah, Gingerbrute. Like, you could play a lot of different 1-mana artifacts. Some play Bowmid, Career, but I think evasion is the most important thing, and Gingerbrute giving you evasion that you can, you know, equip this and then go through. That's also why Ornithopter is so nice, just a flying creature. Yeah, that is Ensoul. Let's see if it's powerful enough. I guess we can take a look at the sideboard I put together. Tormod Crypt, yeah, I mean, can be equipped, can also be, or ensouled. Let's say ensouled, not equipped. Can also just be a Graveyard Hate. We have some Rending Volleys, of course, Abrade and Strangle for Mayhem Devils and other creatures. Slip out the back, you know, good against everything, temporary lockdown, whatever it may be. You can just slip out your creature and then... actually, I wonder how this works with Ensoul Artifact. Does the... I'm not positive. Against like a temporary lockdown or farewell, do you actually phase out the artifact that's ensouling the Darksteel Citadel, for example? If I like go... Oh yeah, Darksteel Citadel, I can't even... No, yeah, this is actually... Maybe you don't want to have this effect then. Maybe you just want to have a Spell Pierce or something like that. As you can tell, building this deck, not quite sure about all the interactions yet. Pithing Needle, yeah, great against Khan. Also a cheap artifact again, where you can just go turn 2, you know, bash them. Shadowspear, another cheap artifact where you can bash them, but also very nice against mono red and other aggressive decks. And then a couple copies of Aether Gust to round out the sideboard. Can come in against Creativity, Gruul, Sagas, or whatever you want to call it, cool Gruul vehicles. And of course against mono green Devotion. All right, that is Ensoul Artifact. Let's smash some faces. Play first, yes please. Okay, well, yeah. Don't think that's a keep, honestly. It's just too many lands. Okay, yeah, that's definitely a keep. What do I bottom? Maybe just the Ornithopter? Although I have 2 artifacts. I could also bottom a land, like a pathway. Be a bit greedy. Darksteel Citadel. Opponent still deciding here. Okay, opponent kept the 7. You know what? I think I'm just gonna put back the golem. It's a bit of a tough call. I mean, you really don't need more than 3 lands in this deck. I think I'm gonna try it like this. I didn't even do the Jegantha check. Are we able to play Jegantha? Maybe. Right? Is there any double? I don't think so, no. I think we can play Jegantha. Alright, we're playing against Fireblade Charger again. Yeah, I'm just gonna make the Ornithopter 5/5. Very simple. And then next turn, likely, if I draw land, just gonna make the Blood Token into a Zoetic Glyph. Yeah, I think we can just play Jegantha. Okay, well, that's a nice bonus. You can sort of tell that I'm just building this deck as I go. Yeah, I hope you can understand. Alrighty, Fireblade Charger with Blackleaf Glyphs. People are into that stuff, huh? I recently played against an Obosh deck, also with Fireblade Chargers and a bunch of pump spells. Which was, yeah. Killed me pretty quickly. Okay, it's just God. It's okay, I see. Bottoming the land didn't really pay off, although keeping the Ornithopter is kind of nice here. Yeah, I mean, it's one more attack and they're dead, right? So, who needs extra cards when you just got them dead? Okay. So now they can sack these guys and deal 4 damage. Well, they could kill my Ornithopter, maybe. Definitely not impossible here. Ah, they will kill it. Looks like it, or at least they're planning to. Which, that's a huge problem. If my Ornithopter dies, I mean, I can get them down to 2. Yeah, they got it. So what I could do here, I could kill the Prospector with my Shrapnel Blast, sacking the blood. That one will work as long as they don't have another Prospector. Like, if they kill my guy here, they lose 2 more creatures. Yeah, I think I will try that. I just really can't afford to lose this 5/5, I think. I guess my opponent has to... I guess I could have also killed the Horde Master, huh? So if I kill the Horde Master, both the charges go down to 1 power. Well, down to 2 you go. And I guess we're just glyphing up this Citadel. Not much else to do. Yeah, maybe I kill the Horde Master there. Although Skirk Prospector, I mean, they're stuck on 2 lands. The Prospector could just be... Okay. Alright, we got him. Yeah, I mean, turn 2, 5/5 in the air, attacking you is pretty damn powerful. Okie dokie. So, yeah, Jegantha is certainly affordable. Alrighty. I think the Rebuke is maybe a bit too expensive here. Kind of like Shadowspear, definitely like Strangle on the Abrade. Aether Gust, not the best against goblins. Needle on like Skirk Prospector seems kind of nice. Another target non-token artifact you control. Non-token? Okay, so that stifles, that makes Siren and Epicure a bit worse with the Blackstaff. The nice thing about the Blackstaff is that you can just put your thing on it anyways. Like, it's a payoff and an enabler in itself. So they have these Fireblade charges that makes something like Gingerbrute a bit worse if they get to, you know, kill my guy with a Fireblade charger by sacrificing it. Maybe I kick out these 3 and just add 2 more Aether Gust. Or maybe Rebuke isn't that bad, just in lower numbers. Just seems tough. Like in that game, Rebuke would have been maybe okay. That actually would have been kind of good, huh? Rebuke is better on the play though. Like on the draw, it's just much more difficult to keep up mana. Aether Gust just seems so bad against the Goblins deck. Maybe I just play 1 and 1. I don't know. Both don't seem great. Like if you Aether Gust a 2-drop, it's just not that amazing. If it's important to them, they just put it back on top. Then they have the Snoop, which they can cast goblins from the top of their deck. So yeah. Okay. I mean, I wonder if I even want to equip the pickaxe. I mean, indestructible is a good selling point. But right now I could go Siren into, make the map into a 5/5 and then pickaxe on turn 3, equip the Siren. And then I have sort of multiple threats going. But I could also go... Yeah, I think I like that, honestly. Playing against Black Red, I mean, I could have Fatal Push, I guess. Maybe it's too risky. But it also means more damage because the Siren is already attacking here. The next turn I can play the pickaxe, attack again. Sure, no, I think it seems alright. And I had a kill Firebrand and a Skirk Prospector on top. Alright. Pretty good. No, it looks like they're trying to kill my Siren. And chump blocking here. Yep, that's pretty good. Although, I can sort of prevent that happening, I guess. Yeah, I think I will do that, actually. I can go pickaxe equip, and then they have to decide. Then they can't chump block, essentially, which... Maybe the better play at that point is, though, to go Spyglass Siren and then crack the map on the... Because then I already have the Siren play. Yeah, okay, I think I messed that up. I should have played Siren and then crack the map on the first one, and then they have to make a decision if they want to kill it or not. And if they kill it, I have another Siren that I can equip next turn. Yeah. Flooding out a bit. It's 21 lands too many. You have to think that the Citadel is sort of like a spell in a way as well. In some games you will equip it and soul it. So maybe you can go down to 20 lands. Deck is very cheap. I mean, it only plays one free drop. Yikes, that's a lot of lands. I don't know what's going on here. Just flooding over there as well. I'm jumping. Yeah. Like that. I guess I'll just crack the map here. Gleeful Demolition. 1/1s. This point. I don't know. I think I just want to have more Ensouls or Shrapnel Blast. I'm also not quite sure how good this card is. Maybe it's not that great. Okay, there's some Goblin action. Because like making 1/1s, you don't pump them. They just 1 mana make free 1/1s essentially. Ooh. Alright, that was huge. That is what they have going for. Okay. Well, good to know. They play that with Chain Whirler. That's why they play black. Well, down to 14. Oh my gosh, that's almost lethal. Am I dead next turn? They play this. Activate. That's 6, 9, 11. Make a goblin. Yeah, I'm dead. Okay, so I'm dead. If they go for it, which, you know, it's very likely they will. But what else am I supposed to do? I mean, I can always Shrapnel Blast the goblin, I guess. Alright. Well, we drew 7 lands. That certainly didn't help. And yeah, I think a very, very crucial mistake this game was to... Well, like the one mistake I did. I think I liked the way I played turn 1 and turn 2 with the Siren on turn 1. But the crucial mistake I did was not playing the Siren and putting the map token on the Siren I already didn't play. That cost me 10-point life that I could have dealt them. They could have been they would have been at 4 at this point because I would have had a Siren play, equipped, dealing them 2 more damage. And I guess this Siren wouldn't have the map counter though. So I guess I would have a little bit less damage there, so they would have been at 5, but 5 is plenty. Yeah. 5 is exactly where I need them to be. Alright. Small misstep costing me the game. So I can Shrapnel Blast the Battlecry Goblin, which I have to do. They also have enough Fanatic of Firebrand on top. Yeah. It's just too much damage. It's 8 here, 11, 15. It's just way too much. It's sad. Very sad. I guess I could have let them attack. No. Can they make enough to kill me anyways? I don't think so. No. It's just 11. They can sack this for a red. It's just 11 damage. So I guess I want to have Rebuke for this thing. In game 3. Okay, didn't pump. I mean, I'm dead next turn anyways, so. Oh, they have Fatal Push in the deck. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, they would just activate the whole of the Den of the Barbarian and I'm dead, right? Like, I have 8 lands. What can I do? Alright, Gingerbrute. Yeah, also them showing Fanatic Firebrand, I feel like that's just not a good plan. Okay, so they have Fatal Push, that's good to know. Yeah, I could cut a land after that. 8 lands draw, pretty rough, but maybe it's just variance, you know, you never really know. Yeah. Interesting. I mean, yeah. Could play the pickaxe on turn 2, equip on turn 2 already. And turn 1 and then turn 2 equip and then play a Siren. It's not bad. Yeah, I guess I will do that. Ooh. Plan changed. What do I equip? It's very enticing to just put it on the Ornithopter and hope they don't have a Fatal Push. I think I'm gonna go for that. Like, how many Fatal Push are they really gonna have? And I'm definitely gonna play this. Ah, they have the Fatal Push. Alright. So, do I play the Siren here, actually? Probably not. Okay. Oh. Just play Glyph. More expensive. And I get value when it dies. And then I can still play Siren here post-combat. It's just such a stupid deck. I just put these 5/5. 5 is a lot. It's just 1/4 of the life total. Yeah. It's a lot of damage. Could play Emery as a grindy card, I guess. Maybe have it in the sideboard. Not really what the deck wants to do, though. The deck just wants to kill. I mean, they could... I don't know what they will do here. I mean, they could have a Fatal Push, I guess. They will try to trade here. They offer me that. Do they have a Fatal Push? What's going on here? It's very confusing. They can sack anyways. I'm just taking the trade. I mean, trade your Lord against my 1/1? Just can't pass up that opportunity. You know, if they... Oh, okay. Okay, so what's going on though? Like, why would you do that? So you have the... I don't know. Maybe they have a Skirk Prospector and the Reanimate free mana card. So then they can okay. Sure. That was good enough, I guess. Alright, well, took one down. Let's add that Jegantha into the deck. Alrighty, play first. That's one too few lands. Okay, I can work with this. Oh, maybe what am I putting back? Maybe the Spyglass Siren. And then we go Ornithopter, Pickaxe, turn 1, equip, attack, and then destroy the Pickaxe, turn 2. And by destroying, I mean not destroying, but still getting my goblins. I guess it's sort of similar to the Convoke deck, huh? Just very all in. Fartsies. Alright. Well, I have 2 good cards at least. Yeah. I mean, they kind of have to take the glyph, right? Yeah. Is it better? I guess it's better to just play the Siren first. Yeah, I mean, if they have a like a Harvester here, my Gleeful doesn't look all that hot anymore. Okay, I don't have anything. That's good. So they have like a Stomp. Let's put Pickaxe here. Have Stomp, yeah. No Stomp? Just put it on here. Maybe just attack first, you know. Shouldn't have played the land, of course. That was a missequence. If I attack first, don't need to give them that info. Bitter Triumph, discard Invoke Despair, what the heck? Alright, cool. Yeah, glad I didn't use my map yet. No, Shrapnel Blast. Sure, probably good enough, yeah. 12 life over there. Fable. So equip here, attack all, that's 5, they go to 7. Yeah. Just get in there, guys. Just get in there. Jegantha overseeing the action like a general, like Napoleon. Which the movie I haven't seen yet, by the way. But I'm looking forward to very much. Yeah. Oh wow, we got him. I mean, they discarded only 1 card though. Like, if you're desperate, then you should discard more cards, no? Okay. I guess 3 + 5, huh? They killed the Siren here. I mean, I'm kind of down to nothing. Alright, glad that happened. I guess I don't really have any answer. Oh, no, that's not true. I have Shrapnel Blast for good old Shieldred. But yeah, the plan is to just kill them before they get to Shieldred. I don't know about the Gleeful. I could see that it's kind of bad here. It was good in that game, but it's like if they put 1 creature out, the 1/1s, they just cannot attack that well. I'm just wondering if this card is even something I want to be playing. It looked good in this game, Because, you know, turn 2 on the play, they don't have a 2-drop, gets 3 damage in, gets another 2 damage in. So it was a 1-drop that got me 5 damage across 2 turns, which is a lot. But I don't know how often it will do that, especially on the draw. So I think I want to slip out. Maybe Shadowspear, maybe just Strangle. Some interaction. Let's try this. And also have Rebuke. Like against red-black, you might have to slow down a little bit because of Fatal Push and stuff. You might have to wait until you find one of your 8 indestructible thingies. Okay, yeah, that sounds legit. It's a bit unfortunate that I only have like 1 color of mana. Maybe that makes Pathway worse than something like Shivan Reef. So you actually need both. Well, it's interesting. How do I start here? Blackstaff, Ornithopter, Siren. I think I'm going to keep up Rebuke next turn. I don't want to make it too obvious, though. This you can only activate at sorcery speed. I don't know. So many things I could do. I could also like put Ensoul on this, but just walks into a removal pretty hard. Didn't do nothing, yeah. Now you play Harvester. Just kind of whatever. I don't think they have Fatal Push, right? Yeah, I added Otawara. By the way. If I equip one of the artifacts, I can't keep up Rebuke anymore. If I equip Dark Soul, the Citadel, then I can keep up Rebuke, but only if I tap the Citadel. And they can disrupt my Rebuke by killing my Thopter anyways, if I showcase them that I'm tapping my Citadel there. I don't love any of this. I don't know what to do. Like now my plan is to... Oh, well, they do have Fatal Push. Or Rending Volley, I guess. Torch the tower. Brutal. Alright, that surprised me. But they must have drawn it, right? Because turn 1 they didn't have a removal for my Spyglass Siren. They must have drawn it. And that's why they chose to go for this line, I guess. But like, why didn't they play a turn 2 Harvester? It's so confusing. Like maybe they're sitting on a Abrade or something. And now they also dealing with my Rebuke, unfortunately. Kind of got outplayed. Or I kind of chose the lines that certainly did make me lose this game rather hard. Yeah. I don't know what I think about this card. Maybe it's not good enough. I mean, a one-off is a one-off, you know. But 4-4 is quite worse than 5-5. Yeah, no, this game is completely lost. Like, at this point, we also know about Invoke Despair, by the way. They're playing a bit of a bigger version, right? Invoke Despair could completely destroy me here, and I would certainly click the concede button immediately. That would happen. We're also missing colors, which doesn't help. Yeah, I don't know. How should I have played this game? I could have been rewarded, I guess, by going like... Oh wow, they played that thing. Interesting. Could have been rewarded maybe by other plays. But it's just... Against interaction, it's a bit difficult to know exactly. Most life, or tied for most life, they get a 1-1 jumper. Well, that's not good. That's definitely not good, but I guess I can just make a 4-4 blocker that's indestructible. So that's good. Maybe I'm not out of it, huh? Imagine I wouldn't have played so badly into this torch. All life could have been. Maybe I would have been in serious. So like the way I played passively with this rebuke and they didn't really play into it. I don't know. Lots of decisions I could have done differently. Wow, they're going down to 5. That means any Shrapnel Blast off the top gets him. No attacks. Cool. Bone Crusher. Alright. I'm in. Untap? No. Okay. I mean, just attack with both, right? They have to double jump. Next turn they have a free jumper, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, I have a 4-4 flyer threatening here as well. I could equip the pickaxe. Maybe I do so, right? Probably the Thopter. Oh, it doesn't work. Okay, because it's a creature, it doesn't work. Well, I was thinking that might not work, but I was like, well, it's free to try. No downside, so. Okay, when an equipment is a creature, you can't equip it. Good to know. This probably came up already in, you know, my long time of playing Magic, but it hasn't come up in such a long time that, you know, I kind of didn't know about it. Yeah, take 2. I would like to take action, yes. Wow. The 1 blood, huh? Puts him up to 6. Okay, well. Oh, wait a minute. I can equip here, huh? Get the treasure. Then I have 6 exactly. That would work. With the Voldaren Epicure. Finishing the job here. Bit of a interesting list of red-black. Languish. Yeah, not that good against 5/5s, huh? Interesting list of red-black. But yeah, we certainly saw the indestructible cards here in action with the pump. It's so powerful against red-black. Nice. Although I guess they have Extinction Event also in the sideboard for mono green. That could be a bit troublesome for this deck. But yeah, hey. Okay, we beat... You know, at least it was a bit of an experimental red-black list, to be fair. But we did beat it, so that's a decent sign. Okay, I mean, I only have one artifact, huh? It's a bit all-in-y. But I have a bunch of artifacts in my deck. I'm gonna try it. Bond going to 5. Pretty cute Ashiok sleeves, my goodness. Well, you can even cutify Ashiok, apparently. Red. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I mean, mono red is going to struggle a little bit with big creatures, but I guess the Soulscar Mage helps. A good amount. Okay. More small boys. I don't think I want to have a blocker here. Do I care about that? Probably not. Just make a flyer. Attack for 6. Yeah, this is just a good old-fashioned race. Next turn I have 11. I'm still at 18. Oh, looks like they don't have burn. I mean, this is going to make the race very much favored for me. I'm at 15. Yeah, I don't see a way I'm losing this game. Famous last words. But yeah, here you can see Rebuke being a bit awkward. I'm starting to become skeptical on this card's applications. Sure, you probably want 4 in the 75, because it's going to be your best counterspell against anybody who's, you know, playing more expensive things. But in that game, really, it didn't work out well, because we just wanted to go turn to, like, tap out our mana, attack with our artifacts. So it didn't do a whole lot. So I can see going maybe to 2 copies in the main deck. Okay, we're playing against mono red, so Shadowspear for sure. Strangle seems good. Gust and Abrade are reasonable. What's bad? Rebuke probably not great. Just didn't look good that game. Yeah, maybe like this. Keep it simple. Don't have to make, you know, a huge amount of sideboard changes with this deck. Yeah, no, this is just fine. Don't need more than this. Bit many lands, but hey, guess we have Jegantha. So yeah, if I can get a 6/6 lifelinker going, indestructible maybe, that should be plenty. So only Soulscar Mage could really disrupt that. Looks like they're killing that immediately. Okay. Which means I'm just gonna make Citadel into a 5/5. Or an Ornithopter. I think making Citadel 5/5 is just better. They might have, I don't know, Witch Stalker Frenzy, anything like that. And this should be pretty safe. Or Abrade. I mean, Abrade would also, you know, if I, yeah. Clearly you do it on the Citadel here. Yep. I mean, at this point, the Ornithopter, it was a 0 mana play that you used your entire turn 3 on. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? One's just like, I can't beat that. Yeah, indestructible 6/6, attacking on turn 3 with lifelink and trample. It's pretty good, huh? Against a mono red opponent, pretty good. Okay, bit low on artifacts again here, and a gleeful. Yeah, I think this might be a mulligan actually. I mean, I really don't. I need like one more artifact, really. That's what I need here. Yeah. Okay. This is a lot better. Maybe just this one, huh? I feel like the deck definitely has potential. Ooh, okay. I'm playing this matchup now. Who has the more broken draw, huh? That's the question. And again, Rebuke. Do want to tap out for these things? I mean, turn 3 it would be perhaps good. But in this matchup, turn 3, the party's already done. Or not. Opponent has a bit of a slow draw. No Gleeful Demolition for once, huh? So I could decide to keep up the Rebuke here. I don't think I want to, though. I think I established a clock. And then I can counter the Immodane Recruiter, for example. Wow. They must have a really bad draw. Maybe they have Giant Killer. That would be kind of sad. But hey, I have backup. I have backup. Vetting announcement. Okay, this is not a normal Convoke deck. Definitely not. So I could keep up Rebuke, or I could put on more pressure. I think I just put on more pressure. I don't even know what I want to Rebuke at this point. Like, it's nothing I can think of that would be normal to play in whatever my opponent is doing that I would need to counter. Like, of course, depopulate or what have you, or yeah, I don't know, Wandering Emperor, maybe. But even that wouldn't be that bad. They can kill like my Ornithopter, but I still have, you know, the other creature as a threat. Oh, yeah, true. That's kind of funny. So it's a Convoke deck with a bit of a slower engine. Playing Vetting announcement. Okay. This turn I will keep up the Rebuke. Jegantha hasn't really done much so far, huh? You got it. You got yourself a 1/1. Playing a tapped, okay. That's it, yeah. 16 life. If they have a Recruiter, that's... I mean, they have the Chump Block, I guess, so they don't have that much damage. Gleeful is a sorcery. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for the Glyph on the Ornithopter. Swing. They have Resolute Reinforcements into Recruiter? Oh, they double block, okay. Resolute Reinforcements into Recruiter would have been enough, yeah. Ooh, shoot. I Ganjo. Damn. And another Glyph? I don't have anything to put it on. But I guess I could put it on here and then discover again. Alright. Okay, that's good. And now Shrapnel Blast. Ah, damn. That would have been sweet. That would have been sweet, yeah. Ooh, okay. Alright, alright, alright. So next turn the Recruiter comes down. Ugh. And they might even have another land in hand, yep. So the Rebuke doesn't do shit. Okay. I'm at 12. Another Epicure. I could equip the pickaxe on the Siren, the Epicure. That puts him down to 2. Then I have 2 Epicures to Chump Block with. Which could go badly if they have some sort of... If they have a Resolute Reinforcements, for example. I would be dead. If they have just a 1/1, I would also be dead. Because the 1/1 would be a 2-power creature, and then they have 4 3-power creatures getting through. Because I'm chump blocking the 2 knights, then I would also be dead. And they also have a blood token to sacrifice. So that would be a good line. Although, wait a minute. Do I have Rebuke up actually if I do that? Because I get a treasure, right? I get a treasure. And I can tap these 2. So I guess that works. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about the treasure there. I think this is better than doing Glyph. Glyph on like blood token, I guess. And then I can even double block now. Glyph on Darksteel. Or the diamond pickaxe, whatever it is. Then I could have attacked with that. They chump block once. But then I can't play any of these. I will have only 1. So now I can... Now they have lethal. They think they have lethal, but I have the counter. Ooh. Okay, sure. Crazy, huh? Alright, Metallic Rebuke in the end. Was the saving grace. Close game, close game. Bit of a slow start from them, but the Gingerbrute really caught me off guard, man. That killing the Ornithopter there was a pretty big tempo swing. There's a blast as well on top of all of it. Whew, okay. Alright. I guess you could play some 1 mana deal 1 to everything in your sideboard. Like the Convoke deck is so commonly played these days. That maybe playing some like, you know, shoot 1 damage to everything would not be such a bad idea. Okay, well, this is a race. That's for sure. Maybe Shadowspear, huh? Rending Volley. For the 4/4s, I think the Blackstaff is maybe a bit too slow, although, maybe not. Rebuke. Just play 1 Rending Volley. Just stay as on track as you can be, really. What am I afraid of from their side? Destroy Evil, I guess. Huh. It's a bit of a weak hand. Should I mulligan though? I have a map token as well. 4 lands a lot. I feel like I have to be very explosive in these games. Lethal on turn 2. Sure, it's nice. Hey, maybe it's good enough, man. I mean, if Lethal isn't good enough in this game, like, should Lethal even be in this deck? It can destroy Witch's Oven. Hey. Reckoner Bankbuster, blow it up for 1 mana. Lethal is a crazy good card, really. Even that it is artifact interaction for the opponent at 1 mana is also so nice, right? Another Siren. So here I want to play the Shivan Reef because I do want to Citadel on turn 2. So I can't go like Pathway because then I can't cast Demolition with Citadel. Main phase, just respecting that Rebuke, huh? I can use my map token, I guess, on the Siren. I think I'm gonna use it, yeah. Like, I don't need artifacts right now. Rebuke. Huh, they know about it? They have 3 cards in hand. Like, to me, it looks like they're gonna deploy their best card next turn, and then they're almost out of cards. Like, what is this Rebuke gonna do for me, you know? On the other hand, I have the board advantage right now. And at that point, when I have the board advantage, I mean, if they play a betting announcement here, I'm sort of losing out on board advantage over time. or that. Now I don't really have the board advantage anymore. Yeah. Maybe leaving that on top wasn't correct. Giant killer, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, Glyph not looking too great here. So if I pop this on that, I don't have Rebuke up anymore, so can't do that, I guess. They're moving into 5, by the way. Yeah, I don't know. Not keeping a hand without any of the big payoffs, maybe not correct. I'm already chump blocking. Maybe not the first attack. Diamond pickaxe. That's actually kind of nice. Like that, this is also an equipment that actually does things. Not only combo card is pretty nice. Slow and steady. I have the Rebuke for some shenanigans. Like Loxodon goes around Rebuke pretty well, which, yeah, or another Knight Errant, but at least I have some stuff. Okay. Bit surprised by that, I must say. I see. I think I'm okay with that, right? Like, if I counter this, I'm all of a sudden allowing them to... I mean, it's another free power on the board. They can attack with everything here. I block like these two, take 5. Then they have 8 next turn, and I have them over 3 turns. Yeah, maybe I have to counter that actually. Okay. I guess I can double block the Inspector. They attack the Ornithopter. So I take 5, go to 9. I have 1 giant killer in hand. Shrapnel Blast, okay. I'm at 9, yeah. I mean, over 2 turns I have lethal, theoretically. Guess we're popping the map here. Jegantha is just never gonna come into effect. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense because they have the giant killer. So I'm just gonna make Sokenzan here. Go to 8. I guess the one problem is the Ornithopter. Which prevents my opponent from dying. But I guess what I can do is here I can do end of turn Sokenzan if they don't play the giant killer. And then I can kill them by attacking with everybody. They block 1 token, they take 3. They go to 5. That's a bonus, I guess. You think? So if they have residue reinforcements, chump block here, block these 2, chump here, take 6. Then if they have Resolute Reinforcements, I can jump here. If they have Resolute Reinforcements, like they can cycle the blood token, then draw into it. And then they jump here. They block these 3, they go to 6, and then they kill me. So I want to stay back with 1 guy. Okay, I mean, this is just straight up lethal. I mean, they're trying to get themselves to win the game on the next turn, likely, so that's why they're doing it like this, I assume. But yeah. Okay. They're getting rid of the giant killer, I can respond here. It's just, this is totally unnecessary, I suppose, but it is just extra measures to do it in the opposing upkeep. So, because they have that blood token, it could cycle into, you know, renewed faith, gain 6 or whatever. And doing a response just makes sure they're 100% dead. Even though we all kind of know that they likely don't have some weird life gain card or whatever, or something that counters, like deflecting palm. Like, that would be sick. That's a card in Khans of Tarkir, if you don't know that. For a red and a white, you can prevent a source and deal that amount to another thing. For 2 mana an instant, and then they could deal me 5 damage to my face, which I was at 5, so I would have died. But that card is not legal in Explorer. It will be soon though, because Khans of Tarkir is dropping, I think in December, something like that. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty, that was Ensoul Artifact. Here in the outro, I'm going to show you real quick what changes I did to the list. I did cut the Gleeful Demolition. I think it is just not quite what the deck wants. So you don't want to blow up your artifacts. Sure, you have the pickaxe and the Citadel, but if you don't draw them, you have to blow up an artifact of yours with the Gleeful, so that's not great. So yeah, I cut those. I added 2 more Gingerbrutes because evasive artifact creatures are just perfect. The haste aspect is also pretty nice with Ensoul Artifact. And then I added 2 copies of Dire Flail, which I'm not like super certain about. This is definitely experimental. But I figured when we have Gingerbrute, Spyglass Siren, and Ornithopter, 12 evasive creatures, the equip is actually good. And then again, it's just an artifact for, you know, the Ensouls. And the backside, I mean, it is very expensive, but, you know, in a longer game, where it drags out a little bit, just like against my Convoke opponent just now. I mean, that could even come into play, where you flip this into like a really powerful equipment and then sacrifice some treasures and start shooting down your opponent's board. You know, theoretically an out to shield with like an Ensoul Artifact, etc. And last but not least, I also added Voldaren Thrillseeker. You know, we already see this card performing very well with like Lost-Drunk Beast and a Kronvo in the Gruul deck. You know, I think this card just makes a lot of sense here. Again, just putting 2 counters on an invasive creature like a Spyglass Siren on turn 3. You know, that's not amazing or anything, but that's, you know, totally plausible fail case. And then if you can, you know, shoot them 7 damage after you hit them twice with Ensoul, that is obviously the goal with the Thrillseeker. Then, yeah, that would be lights out likely. And the 1/1 is also not too bad because, you know, you can equip it with Dire Flail or Diamond Pickaxe and then make it bigger and then shoot the 1/1 Thrillseeker that stays, you know, for another 3-4 damage or what have you. And I did trim down the Metallic Rebuke because I thought to myself that in these games it just wasn't effective enough. It you know, you as I said in the intro, you're putting your creatures sideways. So yeah, and I think I'm also gonna cut the pathway down because I feel like Shivan Reef might just be the better land for this deck. Because you really, if you have a hand with like Darksteel Citadel, Shivan Reef, it might be awkward. Or maybe you go 3 and 3. I mean, at that point you should be pretty okay, I think. Because yeah, you do want to have both colors available to you. And yeah, sideboard just added the Metallic Rebuke, so it was about the back. The rest of the sideboard seemed fine. Shadowspear was a bit of a highlight in this round of matches. And yeah, I think I didn't drop a game. Sorry, I didn't drop a match with the deck. So all in all, pretty good showing for, you know, Brew. I'm kind of curious how this goes. We even beat the Convoke deck 2-0, but to be fair, the list was a bit weird. But yeah, if you can beat the like, this could be better than Convoke maybe. Not sure about that yet, but hey, there's certainly something here which is pretty cool. Alright guys, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this as I enjoyed playing Ensoul Artifact. And yeah, I'll see you next time, guys. Take care.